Hello guys, this is Mukilan again. So today we are at 9/11 Museum at World Trade Center complex in New York City. So this is for remembering the September 11, 2001 terrorist attack, which almost killed like 3,000 people. So it's like a nice park, and this memorial actually honors the lives that are lost during the tragic September 11 attacks. So in this video, we'll be exploring both a reflecting pool, the North Pole and the South Pole, and talk about their meaning, design, and impact. So right now, I'm standing near the North Pole of the memorial. So this pole sits exactly where the North Tower of the World Trade Center once stood. So as you walk closer, the first thing that you would notice is the sound of water and the thousands and thousands of names of people who died in here. So the waterfalls are massive, yet somehow it's calming. So water actually continuously flows into that square shaped void in the center, creating a perfect full atmosphere in the middle of one busiest city in the world. So the design of the memorial is actually incredibly symbolic. So the empty space actually represents the absence, a reminder of the towers that once stood right here and the lives of people that were actually lost. Instead of like rebuilding directly on top of the footprints, these poles were created to preserve the memory as well as the reflection. So, around the edge of the pool, you can actually see the thousands of names engraved into bronze panel. So, these are all the names of the victims from the 2001 attack, as well as who are killed in the 1993 World Trade Center bombing. So, when you stand right here and read the names, the experience becomes very personal. Every single name represents a life, a family, a dream, and a story. Some visitors actually touch the engraved names gently, while the others, like in here where we can see, they leave flowers or actually small American flags beside them. One of the most touching things about the memorial is how quiet people became when they arrived. Even though the city around us is loud and energetic, this space actually feels different. People naturally slow down, speak softly, and then take time to reflect. There are also like trees surrounding the memorial to add peaceful feeling. The memorial plaza is filled with hundreds of people and hundreds of swamp white oak trees, which create shade and calmness throughout the area. Standing here in the North Pole, it is impossible not to think about how much changed on September 11, 2001. The attacks just not only affected the New York City, but actually the entire world. People from many different countries actually lost their life. For many visitors, this is not just a tourist attraction. It's a place to remember their loved ones, honor heroes, and reflect on their history. So, another powerful detail about the North Pole is the sheer scale of it. When you look across the large square footprint, you begin to understand how enormous the original towers are actually are. And surrounding, we can see a beautiful park with all the seating places where you can sit and take in all the names and lives of the people. So from here, we are going to move to the South Pole. So now we are at South Pole, where the South Tower once stood. So just like the North Pole, this space carries deep emotion and symbolism. The design is almost identical, but the feeling here can be unique depending on the time of the day, weather, and the people who are actually visiting. One of the most amazing thing in here is this place actually engraves all the firefighters and the first responders who lost their life. As you can see, the name of the engine. So we can see engine 235, engine 55, and we can see squad, and we can see hazmat response, we can see corps, we can see ladder, we can see battalion. So more of the first responders who actually lost their life while trying to save one other people from the building as well as the surrounding area. So we can also see special operation command. We can see some more battalion. We can see engine. We can see another battalion. We can see ladder. We can see engine, again a ladder, again a special operative battalion, rescue, engine, and EMS battalion, and ladder, engine, rescue. So, first responders. So, as we walk around the edge of the South Pole, the names all around the bronze panel. So, many visitors spend time actually searching for a specific name of their family, friend, or co worker who actually lost their life. So, one important detail about the memorial is not all the names are arranged randomly. They were carefully organized based on relationships, friends, workplaces, first responders, and connections between the victims. This thoughtful arrangement helps preserve personal bond even in remembrance. So, the waterfalls here are among the largest man-made waterfall in America. So, watching the water disappear into the center, the void actually creates a powerful visual metaphor. So, and at the same time, the flowing water also creates peace and continuity. So, standing here today, it's very hard to imagine the chaos and destruction that once happened at this exact location. Now, instead of smoke and fear, the space is filled with quiet reflection and respect. The surrounding skyline of Lower Manhattan also creates an emotional contrast. Modern skyscrapers now rise around the memorial, showing the rebuilding and resilience of the New York City. Also, nearby you can actually see the One World Trade Center known as Freedom Tower. Even many visitors takes photograph here, but most people pause for silent reflection. You can see people actually sitting on the benches, roaming around, taking pictures, listening to the waterfall, or just simply absorbing the atmosphere around here. So, this is one of the most meaningful thing about the place is to actually teach them to the future generations. So many young visitors were not alive in 2001. So memorials like this help them keep the history alive. So thank you for watching this video. And if you found this meaningful, please like, comment, and subscribe for more travel and more history content about New York City. Thank you.